In 1939, the world was shaken by the power of the Nazi blitzkrieg. Behind those lightning victories was a mobile machine. Today, let's decipher 25 iconic military vehicles of the Wehrmacht. Machines that created glory and also ashes. Don't let its small size fool you. This is the Panzer I. Although initially just a training vehicle with flimsy armor and 2 machine guns, it was the first building block in the construction of the renowned armored forces of Nazi Germany. When the Panzer I proved too weak, the Panzer II stepped in as a replacement. With its 20mm automatic cannon, this light tank spearheaded lightning attacks, tearing through Polish and French defenses. A magnificent trophy from Czechoslovakia. This Panzer 38 RT had mechanical reliability far exceeding that of many German domestic models at the time. It was so good that the German army relied on this chassis until the end of the war. Introducing the true tank hunter of the early stages of the war, the Panzer III. Its real strength lay in its extremely spacious 3-person turret and superior radio communication system, allowing the crew to coordinate like a pack of wolves on the battlefield. The Panther, a masterpiece of engineering and a direct response to the T-34's dominance. With its optimally sloped armor and a devastatingly powerful 75mm cannon, many historians consider it the best German tank of World War II. This was the embodiment of terror. The Tiger I. With its thick armor and legendary 88mm cannon, it could obliterate Allied tanks from distances where enemy fire was merely a tickle. A true legend on the battlefield. Tiger II. Nearly 70 tons of steel crammed into a machine equipped with the most advanced 88mm cannon. Its frontal armor was almost impenetrable. Yet, its enormous weight made it a nightmare for its maintenance crew.
Hitler's obsession with weapon size resulted in this, the Super Heavy Rat Maus. Weighing in at 188 tons, it resembled a mobile bunker more than a tank. A crazy and fanciful project that never had a chance to actually see combat. The Panzerjäger I marked a cunning German innovation, stripping the turret of the old Panzer I and welding in a Czechoslovakian anti-tank gun. This is how the Wehrmacht's first self-propelled tank destroyer was born. When confronted with heavy Russian armor, German soldiers needed urgent firepower. The Marder II was a makeshift solution. It fired with tremendous force, but the thin, paper-like armor and the open top compartment required the crew to hit the enemy with the very first shot. Similar to the Marder II, but the Marder III used the chassis of the Czechoslovakian 38 tank. It was a testament to Germany's ability to make full use of all its resources to deploy heavy artillery to the battlefield in the most mobile way possible. Small, angular, and extremely dangerous. That's Hetzer. With its extremely low profile, it's ideal for ambush tactics. Hiding in the bushes, it's a silent sniper that frustrates any attempts by enemy tanks to advance. By removing the turret of the Panzer IV Workhorse in favor of a low profile and sloping armor, the Jagdpanzer IV was the backbone of German anti-tank defenses in the late stages of the war. An extremely resilient barrier. Many called this the most perfect tank-killing machine of World War II, the Jagdpanther. Mounted with its unparalleled 88mm cannon on the Panther chassis, it possessed the perfect balance of powerful firepower, stunning sloping armor, and high mobility. The Ferdinand Beast, or later known as Elephant, was recycled from faulty Tiger chassis and boasted extremely thick armor and an 88mm cannon. Its firepower was undeniable, but its complex drivetrain and lack of machine gun protection made it an easy target for enemy infantry at the Battle of Kursk. The true monster of ground warfare, the Jagdtiger. With its 128mm cannon and unparalleled armor, it crushed any Allied tank from a great distance. Its fatal flaw? It was so heavy that it frequently got stuck in mud and ran out of fuel. This was Germany's most mass-produced armored vehicle, the Stug 3. Inexpensive, low-profile, easy to camouflage, yet incredibly effective. This self-propelled gun destroyed more Allied tanks than any other Wehrmacht vehicle. The Brummbär bunker catcher. Mounted on a Panzer IV chassis with a heavily armored, box-shaped fighting compartment and a 150mm howitzer, this machine was specifically designed to blow up bunkers in the brutal urban battlefield. Artillery also needs speed to keep up with tanks. The Wesby Wasp is the answer. Mounted with a 105mm howitzer on a Panzer II chassis, this machine continuously rains fire support from the rear. If Wesby was the Wasp, then this was Hummel the Bumblebee. Carrying a massive 150mm howitzer, it delivered devastating firepower, raining down thunderous blows on the enemy before German tanks could advance. The iconic symbol of German mechanized infantry, the Hanomag semi-tracked vehicle. This familiar V-shaped armor design allowed German infantrymen to safely cross enemy fire, staying close behind tanks to exploit any gaps in enemy lines. Lightning fast and equipped with tank-level firepower, the 8-wheeled Puma armored vehicle was the eyes and ears of German armor. With dual steering wheels, it could fire and reverse at speeds of 90 km per hour to escape an ambush. A bizarre, yet surprisingly effective hybrid design, the Kettenkrad. The front half was a motorcycle, the rear half a tank track. This tiny machine carried supplies and pulled artillery across the worst muddy terrain on the Eastern Front. Often referred to as the German Jeep, the VW Kubelwagen was designed by Ferdinand Porsche himself. Lightweight, with a flat chassis and an air-cooled engine, it performed perfectly from the scorching heat of the North African desert to the freezing winters of Russia. History has ended, but the stories hidden beneath that rusty steel remain invaluable. Which machine left the strongest impression on you? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us in continuing to unravel the hidden corners of history. See you soon!